What in the oil is going on out there, guys? Let's get this started.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part? It's beatable.
What's going on, team? How we doing? Let's get to the trading. I am excited for today. It's my last day of the week. That's another reason why I'm excited. But I brought the energy and, of course, brought the guys here. Let's bring them on. Ryan Faloona and, of course, YOLO Zaid. What's up out there?
What's up? What's up, man? Good. What are you doing tomorrow?
Hey, well, let's just say I'm going to be sipping pina coladas on Fort Lauderdale Beach, enjoying it.
Very cool.
So, yeah, taking a little bit of a break. Got the bachelor pad. So bachelor party, gonna enjoy it. Wedding coming up soon, so it's time to have some fun and enjoy it. Got some friends, got even some guys that I used to kind of like trade with, so it's gonna be a good time. Can't wait to get after it, and who knows, maybe some hard rock action, do a little gambling. Let's do it.
Why not? Cool. Just a couple of tickers I'm gonna take a look at. I believe I've got my
Let's do it. There's a lot to get
there.
into it. Oil news out there, and of course my man Zunaid probably checking out some tech stocks. But let's go ahead, let's get into it. What are you looking at, my friend?
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at SoFi here. You can see 18 was resistance right over here on the previous
SoFi or Ford?
Yes.
I see Ford.
Oh, that's on me. We're going to look at Ford first, and then we'll look at SoFi. Appreciate that. You can see Ford, you had resistance around 18 bucks on yesterday's session, then it broke through. If it comes back and tests, you can see I've already got my buys set up at 1807 and then 1802. As always, smaller quantity, and then we go big, risk off under 1790. Now let's actually try to go to SoFi and see what's happening there. SoFi, don't really like the action here. Don't really see anything. Maybe if it gets to around 11.20 and then 11 bucks, you can try something there. But besides that, we're going to move on to Microsoft here. You can see 300 bucks was always resistance, 1, 2, and then it finally broke through. If it currently comes down to 300, you can see I've got my alert set. We're going to look to get long Microsoft around 300 bucks, and then AMD 1950 has been resistance for quite some time. It's going to try to break above it. If it breaks 120 and comes back to retest it, that's where I want to go long. And that's what I'm going to keep an eye on in terms of AMD. Let me just quickly take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA's kind of hanging around. Nothing too crazy there. If it comes back to 240, I would take a look at it. But 250, I expect it to be resistance. Kind of in no man's land for me. So nothing crazy going on here there. And that's kind of pretty much it for me.
Let's get it going. What do you got for me, Ryan? I want to come to you now.
All right, so what I got for you here, we're going to look at some of the small caps on the movers. We're going to see if we can figure out ahead of time which are going to be the hot day trading stocks. Number one here is going to be Indo. We've already had the data on this, right? This has been a stock that has given us opportunities multiple days over the past couple of weeks, and it looks like today what the oil is going on, Mitch. I love that, by the way. Looks like Indo is going to be able to give us another trading opportunity today. Love to see this come back in towards the 19 handle so we can pick it up on support and try and scalp this for 30-40 cents or so over and over again. I think we're going to get multiple opportunities on this name. We shall see. Also gonna watch KRBP. This is Curomic Biopharma. I have no idea what they do. It's hovering right around $1. I think that in addition to the gap up, the volume that it's going to see here, we're also going to get some day trading opportunities right around that $1 even level. So I'm going to keep this one on watch. And then there's one more here, Can. This is Canon. If I'm pronouncing that right, I might not be. Here's another one. They had earnings and issued guidance. They're trading up nicely here this morning. Looks like I'm hoping for anywhere between a 30 to 40 cent range here on some of these day trades. Again, just like with Indo, I'd like to see this come in first as opposed to just running out of the gate. And then as far as some of the bigger caps, well, of course, we're going to watch the regular market like we do all of the time. Going to keep an eye on the SPY and the VIX. to determine whether or not the bulls or the bears are in control. But interestingly enough, we are going to take a look at some of the tech stocks. I noticed that the news about the Iranian oil deal is what's lifting the market here, at least as I understand it. It looks like tech stocks are following. Again, we've got a little bit more clarity on how many rate or how big the rate rise is going to be. So maybe there will be some tech stocks in play today. And if there are, we'll be looking to trade options on those. So I noticed Apple here because it's a stock that I follow every single day. I noticed it's trading up, but it's not alone. Tesla doing exactly the same thing. I know with Zunaid, you just covered Microsoft. Let's take a look at AMD and see how AMD is doing. Very, very similar. So we're going to watch a lot of these tech stocks here and see if we get some action on those as well.
All right, guys, doing a couple of things today. Definitely pushing out there. Going to get some trades on. I got some swing trades on right now. We got AAL, CCL, and Airbnb, all three swing trades into the green. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to be watching to see what happens, of course, out of Iran. Right now, it's just simply a rumor, right? We don't have complete deal yet. So just pay attention to that, right? This could be a sell the rumor and buy the news kind of thing. So just, you never know, right? Usually it's buy the rumor and sell the news. It could be the opposite here. So just be careful out there. You're going to see a lot of volatility in oil today. With that being mentioned, you guys can watch some stocks if you guys want to watch. MRO is one that I'd watch. Of course, it's been trading in a kind of channel. I've talked about this channel plenty of times, and just be careful. A breakdown through 2271s could get it down. What I think is actually going to happen in oil is more sideways action here. Of course, Iran coming back could help, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to alleviate all the supply issues. I think this is one thing that everyone needs to go ahead and look into it so they can understand how much can Iran put back into the market and how much can Russia take off the market. And so if you really look into that, you'll see that, yeah, if Iran even puts out everything they can do, even pumps more oil, it still wouldn't meet the supply need that is needed from Russia. So will this help alleviate? Yes. But will it completely take the supply issues away from what's going on? No. And so to me, I think you might see more sideways and choppy action in oil going forward. And we kind of hang out around this above $100 a barrel level. I'll be watching to see what happens there. But let's go to the trades that are actually making us some money, which are basic materials, man. This whole industry has been such a fucking monster. And I'm going to use a curse word here because it is so important to catch industries when they're doing well. And I think in a time when you're fighting to find trades, you're looking for growth, you're looking for value. Where do I trade? I just don't know. Well, I mean, just let the sectors tell you, right? And if you take a look at the sectors, you're going to see what basic materials coming back out and looking like it wants to rip. What are some of these industries? Coal has already taken off massively this year. Look where January is, guys. Just in coal alone on the index is up 41%. So this is why I say sometimes we are in the wrong trades, and we got to make sure that we know which trades are moving and rotate with those trades. Because if you miss this, then guess what? You had this whole 2 months where you could have been trading basic materials in almost pretty much every industry up in that area over the 2 months. Or you could have been trading growth stocks and what? Getting drilled. And so this is why I don't like just sticking to one stocks, and I rotate where I see the herd rotating the money. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at some of the trades in the reopening trades. I think for coal, keep on watch the one that I gave on Tuesday, which was METC. What a freaking monster move. Gave this one before this big bar. We gave it right here on Tuesday on the 1st. And now look where we're at. METC coal play. This just yesterday made a 18% move. I'd look for retracements closer towards 1775s today, but it could just take off and continue moving. Steel, like we've always said, X going to give it to you, right? X is going to give it to you. And right now, X giving it to you this week, guys. A couple days straight on up. We're going to keep watching to see if X continues through 30. But, I mean, it's not only X. It's the whole industry, right? Cliffs. You take a look at NUE. This is why I like trading baskets, guys, because you could have taken an approach to saying, okay, I think US Steel is going up. So instead of risking into just all my money into X, I'm going to put my money in 3 plays, NUE, X, and Cleveland Cliffs. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to balance out the money in both of those to make sure that the capital is the same in all of them. What does that mean? I'm weighting them. I'm weighting them at 1/3. And what you do here is you diversify into the move. If you expect an industry going on up, it's going to be better that you diversify because 1 could come down and 2 could go up. That's the way I like to approach it, and especially when you're trying to make baskets. Let's get to some reopening trades. Of course, you guys can keep watching this. One of the areas that I think that are not being spoken about often are the agricultural inputs. Look how this has really taken off in the last couple of days, and some stocks here are not watched often. Seed is one I'll give you guys today. SEED. Look how if this one could get back through 650s, I would like a move back up towards the resistance up here, and maybe we can get back towards 760. From where we are right now, that's a 21% move. Not a bad one to keep on watch, SEED. If we take a look at the capitalization, of course, you'll see NTR has taken off in this area. CTVA is one that I think has a really good resistance and could break on out above 52 today. Keep that one on. We'll send an alert, and we'll definitely alert you if we see that one. One that's taken off is MOS. This one could be more of a retrace, but you could also take a look at stocks. Look at the CF really taking off. So these are stocks that are agricultural, and why they're being affected is because what's the situation that's going on in Russia, right? A lot of people are talking about wheat, but that's not only going to affect only the wheat. I think you're seeing here is another inflationary trade that a lot of people might be missing. Let's get to some airlines. AAL is the one that I have right now, guys. Took that shot. We're going to look for a move back towards 1746. What would get me out of American Airlines is below 16. We're going to look for this to continue making moves. CCL is one that I give today. I am in this one, full disclosure, swing trade on. We're going to look for this to continue back towards 20 today. A close above 20 would get me really bullish. That would give that nice U effect at the bottom with a bullish engulfing candle on the right-hand side. We'll see if this can continue moving. Airbnb is the last one that I'll take a look at today. We're already deep into the green on Airbnb, guys. I'm feeling really confident about this one, so I'm going to let this Airbnb work. I'm looking for a move back towards 170s. Around 169, I'll take half of it off and look to get the breakout above that 170. This is Airbnb. And with that being stated, I say really keep your eyes on lodging, as I saw lodging really start getting hot and the charts really look good. Charts like Hyatt. Look how we recently went through 100, just retraced, made a couple sideways moves. Now we can get back through 100. I'm going to keep this one on watch. Hilton is another one, of course. We know how 145 likes to work as support. We're going to look for another move past 150. And if you want to take a look at Hilton and Hyatt, you could also take a look, of course, at Marriott. Similar chart, right, of that Hyatt chart. Very similar. Sideways action, and could come back out and take out this high, come back up towards 175, 180s. That's Marriott. All right, those are the stocks for me, guys. I tried to roll through a lot there, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Of course, gold is actually taking a sidestep today. We'll see if it takes out that high, and like always, watch to see if some gold trades are out there. All right, now I'm going to catch up with the chat. I want to take some stocks from you guys out there, so hey, feel free to throw it up there if you guys have some stocks that you guys want to check out today. Now, before we get into stocks from the chat, I do want to do a little promotion for you today. I want you guys to go ahead and do me the favor. When we're done with this stream, we're going to finish up at 10:45. I want you guys to check out the 7 epic interviews that I recorded at ETH Denver. You guys know how I'm over here in Colorado, and I'm really starting to deep dive into some cryptocurrency, learn more about the metaverse, and also the coins and tokens that we need to kind of establish and learn from. So if you've never seen Moon or Bust before, these are our cryptocurrency show, and I would tell you guys to definitely check out Logan and Ryan. They did really good on these 7 epic interviews, and there's interviews from companies like Polkadot, 1inch, Harmony that you see here, and others. So stay tuned, guys. That's going to be at 10:45. I'm gonna play you a small little 45-second trailer here so you guys can check out what you guys would see.
I don't think I've ever really seen this many founders, builders, devs, investors in one spot before. We make NFTs do cool stuff.
This is really the ultimate venue for all the latest and greatest projects.
If you think about how Polkadot is designed and developed, it all is based on the substrate framework.
You don't have to be a developer to be in DeFi.
Some of the most interesting stuff we're working on now is creating what we call KPI options.
API 3 is an Oracle solution.
All right, guys, don't miss that. Let's get into some trading action. What do you guys got in the chat? I'm telling you guys, you're not going to definitely miss on out. If you definitely catch some of that ETH Denver, you will get some knowledge on kind of if you want to really step into the DeFi space. I would definitely go ahead and check that out so that you can see some cool projects that are out there. Let's get into some of the stocks from the chat. Seeing AI being mentioned. Let's take a look at that one. James bringing up a good one here. This one I believe had earnings, but you can confirm for me, Ryan, how the earnings were, if it was a beat or kind of a miss there. But it does look good today. It did kind of go down in the after hours, but recovered all those levels. Now really pushing up there towards 25. Take a look at the daily. You'll see a nice push up there. Where's the resistance come into play? I think you can get up to here towards this 26.75 area. So that's still about $1.30 away. Doesn't look bad today. I would look for some pullbacks on the 15 minutes, probably closer towards this 24.26 or 24.60s, but it is driving up right here out the gates. Let's get to it.
Mitch, just to kind of close the loop there, earnings for C3 AI, top and bottom line beat and guidance raise. So the upbeat revenue outlook, it plunged 16% here, but top and bottom line beat with a guide higher. Excuse me.
Thank you, Ryan. And now looks like we got a mention of SEAC and a super sticker on that one. Don't know this one, but hey, if you want to mention it, throw me a super sticker. I'll bring it up. I'll take a look at it. SEAC has sideways action. I'd put an alert above 130s. That's the level that I'd watch to see if this is really going to get moving today. But like always, guys, make your own risk assessment. And let's go. The market's open. Time to make some money. I know Zunaid's focusing because he's quiet.
Yeah. Trying to see what I'm going to do with Snow right over here.
I want you focused. Let's go.
You got Snow trying to break over 225. Oh, man, these move. Never mind. Yeah, so here's the play that I'm in. If you want to wait for it to come back to entry because these are spready, do not market into these. But I'm currently in the 240 calls for Snow that expired this week, and I got filled at $2.84. It's spready, so I wouldn't highly recommend it. But I'm just kind of keep an eye on Snow.
All right, guys, trying to get JetBlue here right out the gates here, guys. Looking at Airlines here. Looking for a quick pullback to 65s here.
Let's see what's going on with Apple. Let's see.
Long here on JetBlue. Long JetBlue, guys. Willing to add at 1460s. Risk right now is 1450. I'm going to take this as a day trade, guys. I do have a swing trade on AAL, but I'm taking this as a day trade. All right, what's moving out the gates? You guys know how I like to follow that. Basic materials up 0.4, guys. What is moving in the industries? Where can we look today? Copper. So copper is FCX, HBM. Those are two that I'd call out. Steel already moving on up. What is doing well today? Let's go ahead and let's see if there's anything that's standing out on the net change. Looks like RS is standing out in SCHN. These are stocks that I don't know, but I always mention them when I see them moving. And then STLD, Steel Dynamics, is another one I'd take a look at right off the VWAP now. All right, liking this JetBlue here. Going to probably add towards my position here and try to take this for a quick trade towards the upside here.
Are you still in GoGo, Ryan?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
What's it doing today?
It's up about, I don't know, yeah, about a 8% move. I just was thinking of you.
I still know some people that initially got me looking at GoGo that are still in from like 3. Okay, so I love seeing GoGo succeed here. This is awesome. My trade, I think, was from a mid 3s to 11 or so.
Zunaid, they say you're in the zone. You got the hoodie. Let's go.
Yeah, you've got, by the way, this Ford that I had the limit order set up. I got filled and I got stopped out. So that's a quick 180 loss on the TradeStation side. Here on E-Trade side, the fills that I had on Snow, the 240 calls that I got for 284, I'm going to get out half here at 350. I'm out there. Ooh, got a little better fill. Got out at 360 on Snow. I'll pull up Snow so you can see what the ticker is doing. So 1 loss on TradeStation, 1 dub on the E-Trade side.
All right, keeping a close eye on JetBlue. It is pulling back here towards the hourly support. I don't mind it to hold here. Just don't want to see it cut through 1450s. Our entry was at 67s.
Let's see. What's Apple doing? Apple trying to test low. It is actually a low day now. Amazon bounced off at 30.50.
Rivian, some interesting action here. Sharp pull out of the open and then an immediate rebound.
If only that pull was around $50. I've got an alert right there. That's all right.
All right, going to get some wicks on this right now through that risk spot of 1450. We're going to see if it closes below here. The hourly support is closer towards 1446, so you could see a 1446 show up and then a really quick reclaim of that 1450. Let you guys know if I do get out of the trade here. One of the reasons this gives me a little bit more confident to take a day trade in here is that I do have positions that are already up significantly, so I can use that money to try to come around here on this JetBlue right now. American Airlines is still in the green here for me, so I'm watching that one. Really, that's the kind of watch right now for me is if American Airlines could come back up here. It's pulling back significantly, right close now towards my entry of American Airlines. I could add here on American Airlines, but I'm going to watch to see what happens if JetBlue can recover the 46.
Snow hitting high day here. Wanted to clear the 232 area. I've got my next sell at 420.
All right, let's see what's moving on up here. Now utilities starting to leave in defensives. So you can take a look at some of those plays.
GSM ran out of the gate here on some nice volume. I didn't even see it till it was too late. Missed that one. CAN coming in here to the level that we were looking at. And holding here. So it's holding that 608.
Hand on the trigger to get out.
There it broke.
I'm going to get out of the rest of my contracts here on Snow. I'm only going to keep one, actually. I'm going to get out at 270.
Is that $20 loss there? Looks like he's trying to recover that 1446 there, but I'm going to get out there, take the loss here. Willing to get back into JetBlue, but I'm not going to go ahead and worry about right now it cutting through the 40s. It came there towards way too low on the 42 on the bid side. I stepped out there. So what we got there? Let me check out the loss. $25 loss, not a bad one. Just trying to keep it at 20.
Look at Apple.
We'll look for it to reclaim back up there towards 1450. All right, let's go towards my basic materials. I'm going to try to find the play there. Seeing coal pull back significantly. That could be also part of the Iranian affecting coal today, guys. So just be careful out there. At Hyatt here, guys.
1,500.
I need to go in lower share size here for Hyatt, but I am looking at it right now.
All right, if you went ahead and took those snow contracts, you're now trading at about $4.50 from $2.90. So please, please, please scale out. You can see snow hit high day at 234.
How's the spot here for us? It's in VWAP right now.
Hey, you got the SPY NQs below, I believe.
Order out to get into Hyatt at 96.50s. The spread is about 30 cents, so you just got to be careful. I'm putting my order out 10 cents from the bid, but the offer side is at 81s, just to give you guys insight on that.
I haven't found anything that I want to take yet this morning. Sorry about that, folks.
There's no problem with that. Ryan, no need to apologize. If anything, give yourself a pat on the back, bro.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Apple is one that I'm kind of interested in. Low of day would be my stop out. So 167 would be my stop out on Apple. The SPY, I believe, is above 440, so that's always a good thing.
Quantum giving you the claps on that snow.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was a little spready, so I apologize for the entry area, but hopefully if you knew where I got in, you put in a limit order, and I know you definitely could have gotten in because I was down about 10% on those contracts. Now I'm up about 50%.
Cancel order on Hyatt. A big part of that is the spread. It just went on bid 96.27, 96.58. Yeah, I could leave it there, but what if it drops to 96.0 there, like it just did? 96 now, 95.98s. That's why I don't want to get filled 50-cent spread right now. That's a little bit dangerous there, because then next thing you know, it's 50 cents below that. Just kind of call that out. That cancel of that order is what saved me from getting filled right here.
So one of the things that I'm seeing here is that although these stocks were up, the tech stocks were up in the pre-market, a lot of them are rolling over right now. Look at Square, Apple, Tesla. Take that one with a grain of salt. Amazon, all rolling over here. The other thing that I'm seeing on my scanner, my relative volume scanner, are things like dividend stocks and gold. I actually just saw Barrick Gold pop up here. I know Best Buy is on here. They had just raised their dividend. Verizon is on here. They're a known, really good dividend player. I mean, look at the chart on gold.
Missed it.
Gold
missed it, dude. Missed it.
Missed it.
Missed it. Here you go, guys. I talked about how gold, we had the 3 highs in the area. We're going to look for a resistance push. I missed the call out there, guys. I'm sorry about that. Normally I catch that. That's a good 15-minute candle, right? And so now I'd look for 5-minute pullbacks towards, let's say, 23.45s, but there is a resistance right there at 23.73. Look for potentially some selling in that area.
And real quick here, this is a super, super great comment by Cash Money here. I was just apologizing for not finding a play. The past couple of days have been great. We've had plays right out of the open here. But Cash Money is exactly right. Ryan, there are only 3 types of trades: winning trades, losing trades, and trades you sat out. Obviously, the only one of those is bad. The losing trade is bad. So sitting a trade out, not necessarily a bad thing. Mitch, I appreciate the pat on the back. We're going to keep looking for it. I'm going to try to bring you quality, not quantity.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. At the end of the day, it's not about how many trades you make, but how you go at it.
That's right.
I mean, I know traders that make hundreds of trades, but I mean, if you're not profitable, I mean, it doesn't really help, right? If anything, it increases risk.
Come on.
Michael, welcome. Hopefully we help you make some money.
Let's see what SPY's doing here.
How's AU?
SPY's above 440.
Ooh, AU looks interesting for me. Yeah, AU does look interesting for me. Still looking at Hyatt, but the spread, I hate when I have like 20, 30 cent spreads. It's just hard. It's hard to even get a fill right now. I would have to jump on the offer side. and I want to jump on the offer side. I just think like whenever I get those like huge spreads, I don't know about you, Ryan, but I really try not to go fishing on the other side, let's say.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is if you're day trading, big spreads are your enemy, right? Sometimes
Yeah,
you're
they
only
are,
looking
man.
for a
They
little
don't
bit
help.
in the spread. I mean, it's just too much.
Yeah, I'm fighting high right now. I like the chart, but at the same time, you can like a chart all you want, but if it doesn't make sense risk to reward wise, then it doesn't make sense.
Nick, great job on Indo. That was one we were flagging here. I actually hadn't taken that yet, but great job, especially if you're able to keep profit in there. Cole is asking, can you take a look at the Kroger chart? Mitch, would you mind pulling up Kroger?
Yeah, I got you.
On your end there. Kroger really strong out of the gate here. A couple of things. So first of all, there was earnings this morning. Better than expected Q4 EPS sales results, also issued guidance above estimates. That's always been the key. As long as you guide higher, your stock seems to trade higher. So this stock moving here. The other thing is that I think that stocks like this, like groceries, necessities, these are going to be in play if the economy continues to slump and there's still more uncertainty and worry about the conflict in Europe. So this move here makes sense.
All right there, guys. AU pushing off there, guys. I almost got in there at 24. It just went to 24.06. It is pushing strong there. I could have got that 24 kind of spike there. I was looking for maybe one more pullback to 95s, but there, right there, already 10 cents there. A nice little push there. AU here, guys, calling out another gold trade there. Just did that little push there. Was looking for that push through the 24s. I'm going to keep an eye on it. And let's see if we can find some other basic materials that are finding some trades here. X, maybe. There you go. It already went off the bottom there. So got to be careful now. But going to try to find another play that's maybe lagging in steel.
Market trying to trade back up here, interestingly. And I just saw on my scanner, it was too late for the initial pop here, but I just saw GGPI making a pretty huge spike here out of the gate on volume, stopped at 11.99. I think you might have a scalp if you break day high here. No reason to take that until we get back up there, though.
I'm going to take a stab here at Apple, especially because you saw it try to test low of day. It could not break it. So I'm going to go ahead and get some calls. I went ahead and got the 167.50 calls. Got filled at $1.71. And that's on Apple expiring this week. The 167.50 calls. You can see twice tried to break low of day. Could not do it. If you want to play a little riskier, you could go with the 170s as well. That'll cost you about 64 cents.
That got really quiet. Let's go, guys. What's going on out there in the chat?
Jay Wild shouting out IMPP running here towards highs. Might have a scalp above 253. Good spot, Jay.
IMPP?
Tell you what, Zunaid's Apple call so far has been great.
Well, I do like that one.
Thank you.
Oh, what do we got on the daily? Oh, it does look good. All right, let's see if I can get a little
oil
retrace.
pulled back. IMPP has ties to oil. Oil pulled back, so that's something to keep in mind here. But it looks sure as heck looks strong. Looks like it's trying to take out that pre-market high that we have as well. Pre-market high again, 253 is going to be your spot there.
All right, guys, looking at that IMPP that was mentioned in the chat. Might take a little scalp type of trade on that one. Let's get a retrace to 244s. Then it comes back towards 250. That's what I'm looking. There's a big order there at 218s and 152s showing up on the offer. And that is on EdgeX. There's an 800. Big wall there, guys. 800.
Yeah, they're taking it too. I'm in 250. I'm in that. Boom. Big pop here. Oh, it's not a big pop. It's 3 cents. Come on, let's keep going.
I'm trying to get in. I'll let you guys know if I get a fill. No fill there. Tried to get the 250s there. Didn't get the fill there. I like the move. Here,
Yep,
I'll put the chart up here. Sorry about that, guys. I've been slow on the charts today. It was right here.
I took that. Oh man, it went higher. All right. I took that fairly small. So Nice little trade there. Good spot.
Yeah,
though.
I see 30 cents from here on at least measuring the flag. I always try to measure the flag, guys, to give me potential reward.
Yeah, in environments like this, I'm way too quick on the trigger for that. I'm going to be out when I get a little bit of gain like that. Who was that though? Jay? Was that Jay?
Yeah, it was Jay.
Jay Wild. Great call, man. Great call on that. You totally put that on my radar. Scalp that right through there. Awesome.
Yeah, not bad at all. Doom. All right. Why is SPX pumping?
Let's see, where is... Oh, Apple was doing well and it came back down. Nice. Way to go, pal. Yeah, the market just, woo.
It's tough out here. And it looked like the SPY was trying to catch and trade higher, and it's completely reversed. And we're back to the lows from the open.
I'm going to grab some more calls here. The same ones, the 167.50 calls. I got filled first at 171. Now I just got filled at 158. If it breaks this low of day, if it breaks 167.50, I will be out.
Good shorts today have been autos. Look at these autos. They've just been fading away. These are one of the times where I literally was watching for autos to fade away, and I've just been missing the plays on there. It gets me a little frustrated. Definitely. I mean, look at Forward. Look at NIO. Look at GM today. Look at Lucid. Look at Fisker. They're all just getting pounded to the downside. Indo. Yeah, Indo has oil. So, I mean, energy right there is not a bad play. Let's look for retrace maybe to 22, but it did pop up pretty strong right now. To me, I like this on a 5-minute candle towards 22, and then you're risking down towards, you could do the VWAP 2021. I don't like that. I don't think that's a bad play there. I'll look at it.
Oh, man, look at CAN. We talked about this. This actually just blew right through the levels. They pulled it all the way down to 591, 592. I took my eye off of it. We did that IMPP trade here. Wasn't watching it. Not only did it blow back through 608, consolidate around 615, but it took out 620 on volume. Highs of the day now here on CAN. Just an amazing trade. Let me put this up here real quick. So I totally missed this. Even though we had this flagged from the pre-market, I was busy looking at a different stock. Missed this. Would actually like for this to set back up. I will keep an eye on this today. Now that I know that this is possible, we got this huge volume stick and this high to go against. Absolutely, I'll keep this on. Keep this on watch. Excuse me. I'm not in it.
All right, you've got Apple about maybe 20 cents away from testing VWAP. Want it to break above and close on this 10-minute candle. We've got 8 minutes left to go. Then you've got the SPY bouncing off of 439. Want that to get over 440.
All right, guys. Swing trades that are looking really good are in industrials. I've been calling them out, and man, they're looking great today. CP, look at this chart here on the monthly. Called this out on the support at the beginning of the month. Now it's already up there towards the resistance. Could break out CP. CNI, another one. Nice flag pattern. Keep your eyes on these.
Who has the time to do this nonsense? Who's doing this
today?
What's happening? And by the way, snow is a winning trade, so you're welcome for college, right? Get me out of here.
Son.
Jesus. Now I got a stalker. Oh, boy.
And they're just getting started, man.
Oh,
let's go.
boy.
Let's go, guys.
Next thing I know, I'll see Zunaid's wife pop up. Good God.
Don't give him ideas. You just did, bro.
I'm a creative guy. Damn it.
I'm a creative guy.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway, SPY, I mean, Apple did go ahead and test VWAP like we wanted, but it couldn't break over it. So now it's still kind of struggling again. If it breaks this low of day, gets to about 167.40s, I will be out. And SPY coming back down to 439s does not help.
USWS possible trade through 150 here if it takes this. Oh, gosh, took that fast. I am not in it. Couldn't get it. went right through 150. There's a big block there for sale. They just chomped it. Look, in my screen, it looked like it took about a second in 2 different orders. They just took the whole thing out. So not quick enough to get in that. We'll keep watching this one, though. 167, your pre-market high. I think you can get there.
Man. Oh, man. All right, look, we're going to take something a little risky. All right, my son. We're going to go ahead and take a couple of calls. All right, very small size. All right, don't tell your mom. We got filled on the Microsoft 302.50 calls. Got filled at $1.88. Why? Because I'm expecting that if I am wrong, I'll be wrong quick. And that'll be if it breaks 300. All right, that's the main reason I'm taking this trade. Again, I got filled on Microsoft, the 302.50 calls expiring this week. I got filled at $1.88 because my risk off is going to be very, very close. Oh, boy.
INDO trying to get above that 24. We'll see if it retraces to 22. On the 1 minute, it's trying to get above it. We'll see if it gets through there and gets to 25.
I don't know how child support works, but if I ain't got money, I ain't got to pay it, right? I don't know how it works, but yeah. That's why we're going to YOLO the kids' money.
Yeah, you just move away, bro.
Just move away, bro.
Yeah, see again.
Oh, man. We're trying to keep it casual and funny here this morning. I don't know if that's
I didn't know I had a son.
Yeah, BTU is going, guys. Surprise, BTU going.
Oh, man.
Surprise.
Imagine if that's how I found out.
No, I mean, I like you, Zunaid. I don't want that to happen to you. I'm not gonna lie.
Please.
I got some news for you. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Zunaid, you are the father.
Fake news. Fake news.
What? I thought that was real, man.
Oh, man.
It's
all right,
all
let's
fake
see
news.
what's going on.
It's
There you go.
fake
See? Perfect.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
You know, so Zunaid, I don't know if you're still in the Apple trade.
I am.
You are. So it actually looks like it's rounding here, right? It looks like if we are able to catch, maybe this will trade up. The thing I saw Ashton, I think it was the gentleman's name, Ashton Tam, I believe, was asking if there was a headline. Yeah, here we go. Is there a headline out there causing this drastic movement? I believe it's the oil deal with Iran that's causing this. I think one of the big things, though, is that you're still facing a lot of the headwinds we were facing prior to that headline, right? We're still facing rising interest rates. We're still facing the conflict in Europe. So unsure how high these stocks can actually go. From looking at the chart, though, it looks like Apple is absolutely kind of finding a bottom here and around.
Yeah,
we'll
the ads that we had on Apple at $1.58, now they're trading for $1.72. So please, if you need to scale out and get yourself $15-20, whatever that might be per contract, please go ahead and do that. I think it's $15. Please scale out if you're not a fan of the risk. If you feel like you got in too heavy, this is a decent size. Decent place to get out. Here's Microsoft again trying to bounce. You have that
guys.
order.
Starter here in METC. Gonna look to add here if I get a retrace. Had an order out at 19s, didn't get filled, so I jumped on the offer side there. Didn't want to miss out on the play. This is one that I've been calling out, and I'm gonna look for a continuous move through 1950. If you can maybe throw up METC on one of those, Zunaid, I'll leave your charts up.
I got you right there.
Appreciate you.
And I went ahead and just for fun got filled on a couple of 100 shares of commons on Microsoft as well at 384. My stop loss is going to be right around there. So we can have some fun with commons and options. And you've got MTC all the way to the right. I'll put SPY down here. We can see what all that action's about.
Let's take a look at METC. Ooh, that's a great looking chart. 1999 is your spot.
Yeah, this is one that I missed yesterday. I didn't want to miss it today. BTU, I felt like it was just way out of reach, so I'm going with this one. But there's also CEIX, if you want to take a look at that one. But let's see if we can get it through this 1940s, up there towards 1950s, and just take a nice little win right off the back. Here.
Still looking around here. Let me actually check Twitter. See what's
Twit?
going on Twitter.
What we got going on? There is Apple above VWAP. Come on. We need you to go. We need you to close. And we absolutely need SPY to get over 440 and close on the 10-minute candle. Come on. Come on. By the way, those Apple contracts we added initially, first ad was at $1.71, then $1.58. Now they're trading for $1.78. So you're in profit on both sides of those trades. Please, please, if you feel like you've gone in heavy, take some size off. And take some profits if you got filled at $1.58.
All right, guys. So one thing that I definitely don't want to see the SPY do is get back below 438, guys. That is the number that I will definitely call out and alert. That's the number that we need to hold above today to stay in the bullish sense. That was the level we've been fighting and fighting and fighting on the SPY. We got above it today, 438. We got on up there past the 440s. Now let's see if we can hold these retracements.
All right, I'm personally going to take the size that I added at 158 out here. I got filled at... Wow, that's an ugly fill. I got filled at $1.70. So the ones that I added at $1.58, I am out at $1.70, locking in some gains. Why? Because for me, I don't like how SPY 10-minute close below VWAP. Doesn't mean it can't go above, but I'm just taking care of my risk at the moment. Those Microsoft calls are literally only up 2%, so nothing to write home about. On the equity side, we're up about $30, but we're going to wait till maybe around VWAP to sell it.
Zunaid, on your option scanner, do you see hood calls coming in now?
Let me go ahead and check.
Hood. The hood.
I do see hood calls coming in.
Man, that bounce off 1120 totally felt like options coming in. There was a whole bunch of volume in the equity that came in behind it. Wonder if anything's going on here.
Not sure, but you've got the $12 calls coming in on March 11th.
Okay.
Approximately $60,000 worth.
Brave whoever's buying those.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to see, is there something here that I'm unaware of that might produce a trade here? Hood can move.
There's two charts on there that you can see. You can see a daily kind of bearish pattern, like a flag, and then you see an hourly flag pattern. I think they're watching the hourly pattern, Ryan. It's bullish on the hourly. It's bearish for me on the daily. If you see here, guys, you see this multiple lows here on the hourly. I think they're attacking those 1111s. And so every time that it's come down there, it's found some buying pressure. 1116s right here at 1107. And then right now going towards 1116. So in that area, there's definitely someone trying to take it off of there. You could pull down the support all the way down towards 11 just to make it kind of cleaner for you. And then what do you want to see? You want to see what? Higher and higher lows, guys. So let that pattern continue. And that's what it's showing right now on the hourly. That's why I say it's bullish on the hourly and bearish on the daily, because if you look at the daily, then you like zoom back a little bit. And what do you see? A downtrend here.
Yep.
And so that's how things can look different from the hourly or daily.
And that's what we call charts being in conflict, right? One time frame is in conflict with another. Real quick, I want to shout out Candyman Trader here. If USO goes green, IMPP and INDO will surely push again. Good luck to all. Great show, by the way. Really appreciate the nice comments there. I'm glad that you like it. But one of the things that I like, I saw that you were hitting INDO earlier. I like that you had a plan. You hit your plan. It was profitable for you. And now you're leaving the group here with something else to look for, right? We're not just saying, hey, IMPP might run later. You're saying if this happens, you might have a trade over in here. And I think that that's very, very helpful, especially if we're, off air by that time. Just remember this. I appreciate that.
Sorry, every time I look at the comments, I see that one account. You've got Apple, by the way. It's above VWAP. Those contracts are trading at $1.90. Oh, man.
Jay Rice says, go. These guys used to lose money hand over fist. What a turnaround. You are exactly right. In fact, this was one of my first successful long-term turnaround plays when I was playing it. I was learning how companies can what to look for when companies are trying to turn their business around. GoGo was an awesome lesson for me. You're exactly right. They absolutely turned this around. Shout out to Oakley Thorne, CEO of GoGo, who really knows what he's doing. This is not his first time doing this. When you have a CEO that has a really good track record, that actually helps me make longer term bets here. That's exactly what GoGo was. Good spot there, Jay.
All right, guys, might have to get out of my swing trade here of AAL. Might get stopped out. Just want to let you guys know. Always want to be transparent, especially on my swing trades when I get on out for you guys. It's right on that breakdown point. So if it comes really too far right now from this 1596, I'm just gonna have to get out. And big reason on that is it starts turning into a bearish look on the daily. That we got it in for a bullish look. If it starts looking bearish, why the hell am I in the stock? That's what you got to do sometimes. Got to hit that out button. There goes BTU, Lisa Lee. Yeah, I'm watching METC work here also. I'm watching that try to get through the 50s. Went up there towards the 40. Has the offer side on the 50 right now. Have an order out to sell some at 58, and then I'd look for the pop into 1960s.
Where?
Nick was saying I made a quick $418 on BTU. Hey, Nick, that's really awesome.
That's awesome.
261 business days in the year, right? So 261 times 418. If you average that, you make 110K a year. That ain't too shabby, my friend. Good job. He goes on to say, I learned from past mistakes. Don't want to be greedy. I've learned that too. And actually, that's one of the reasons why I was so quick on the trigger on IMPP is because I've seen things turn around. And actually, if we take a look at the chart now, you see exactly what I was talking about. We got that huge pull. So yes, I left some profit on the table near the top, but I'm okay with that because I increased the probability that I was going to exit that trade with a profit, and I'm willing to stack positive gains on top of positive gains.
That's what I like to hear. That's looking great there, guys. And one of the things there is that BTU has been a winner for like 3 or 4 straight days. VWAP bounce and great wins. We're not talking 1% wins. We're talking over 4% wins on those VWAP bounces. To me, if I can win 4 or 5% in one day on a trade, that is a killer trade, guys.
All right, we're going to take a stab one more time. Apple got filled once again. Again, quick stop out if it breaks 167.50. I got filled on the same exact calls at $1.50, risking about 20 cents. So you can see trying to break this low of day. That 167.50 has been support. SPY near low of day as well. I'll let you know as soon as I get out. But again, if it gets to 167.35, assume that I'm out. I'm going to have the trigger ready here. How many contracts are those then? All right. Come on. Somebody come in and buy a shit ton. No? All right, cool. I'm out. The ads that we got at 150, I'm out at 138. The initial trade that we had at 171, I am out at 138. And then the second ads that we had at 158, I was out at 180s for a profit. But Microsoft's still in this. Yep, it sure did. It sure did. Look at that. Look at the market. You can see SPY on the second window right here. It is what it is. It happens. Still in the equity trade for Microsoft, as you can see from my screen on the third panel. And I am still in these options that are 302.50 calls for Microsoft. As Microsoft is holding pretty well with this market pull, but it's not going to go anywhere unless the market goes up. We were up about $40 or so on the Microsoft equity side. Decided to not take it. And then we may pay the price. There's the alert that Microsoft is below 350.
All right, got my order on the offer side here to get some out of METC. Boom, just got half of it filled there. Looking for it to continue through the 60s, and then I'm going to take the rest of it off.
Mike's boat. Kroger was the trade today, guys. Kroger making new highs yet again.
All right, 63 showing on the bid side. We might get out right here at the 60s. Just seeing if we can get into the 70s here. Then I could sell at like 68, 69. SPY starting to crack there, guys. Just be careful.
Can again pulled and now back through 6. Remember we said there might be a another play here. Yeah, I'm going to take a stab here. Real tight stops though. 604 on the stop.
What ticker?
Can, CAN, Charlie Alpha November. Oh, it's right down there. If it breaks this, I'm out. Really bad timing here, guys. Sorry about that.
There's soon going to be Zunaid Sun 2, Zunaid Sun 3, Zunaid Sun 4.
Are there more now? I told my brother the good news.
I told my brother the good. Oh my goodness.
Are they twins?
Jesus Christ. How do I know?
It sounds like Zunaid's learning a lot about his own family today. So I you know.
All right, guys, about to get out of this METC. Boom, 1971s. Let's go. Let's go. Not a bad
Nice
trade
trade,
at all. Good bounce back, too. You know, we had a first loser. Was kind of a little bit concerned about this one. So I got in there at 1923, but I also had an order out at 19. And what I did was I put half the sizing at 19, half the sizing at that 1923. Was only able to get that 1923 fill, and then it just went into the green. So it's not a bad move there. Could still kind of be into this trade if measurement off of the flag gives me a move to 20. But I mean, I'm not going to be greedy there. That's a nice little pop fill there. And the big thing is I'm not in at the VWAP, so I don't want to feel like I can just let this continuation move go. I got in more on the breakout. If I'm on the breakout, I'm going to look quickly to the profits versus when I get those really nice support buys where I could just kind of sit and wait.
Real quick, stopped out on Can here. As soon as it hit 603, I stopped myself out. Lost $62 on that trade. It is what it is. We'll be able to make that back. Shelly's asking where Ryan's son is. Buddy is not here. He was in here yesterday. He made an appearance yesterday. I've not seen him yet this morning. I think he's still taking his morning nap.
All right, there you guys. Cole making a nice little push there. Going to look to see if I can find some other trades. Pulling on back. X going to give it to me. Is it going to give it to me? I already did the VWAP bounce there at 39s. Looking for it to come back there, test it one more time, and then we'll get back into this. Want to see a little bit of some sideways consolidation here in X, but doesn't mean that I won't take a shot. We do have a pre-market high at around 29.33s. And so that's the area that I'm looking for it to come back into, and then we'll look for the breakout. I'm watching it on the 5-minute versus the 1 right now.
Cam looks like it wants to go here after it stopped me out. Do I want to go back to the well and try to revenge trade it? That's the battle right now.
Let's see what Snow did. Oh, glad I got out of that one. Ugly.
Order out here at 29.25s for X. Looking for a quick dip through the 29.33s to get myself filled, and I want to see immediate gratification back above VWAP. Indo pullback says thrifty. RSX halted third time. Who the hell is trading that? Oh, downside halt. I don't think you can even get in there right now, but hey.
Didn't they say they were liquidating some of those on like March 11th? I can't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll tell you right now, that's where it gets a little confusing. If you have to ask what is going on, I personally don't be in that stock. That's just a question for me. If I don't know or I don't 100% understand, I try my best not to be in those trades.
Are you all out of MTC or MetC?
Yeah, I'm all out.
Cool.
It was a good trade though.
DraftKings. Yeah, I'm just asking so I can find out another charts here.
Yeah, by all means, man.
DraftKings. Yeah, I'm gonna set an alert around $20.31, so I can try to take the $20 bounce if possible. Microsoft
DKNG?
though could end up being a little ugly here.
Here goes Can. So I got stopped out and it went without me. Bummer.
So this is all going to be a lot on that baseball news, if it's going to work or not. And so it's also catalyst related, DraftKings. So keep that in mind. But I do like on the daily 22 as a number that I think a lot of people went long on. So I see what you're looking at, that 22, Zunaid.
I'm looking at 20, just because of whole
20?
number. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Oh, yeah, that's where I set my alert 20, just to get that whole number in case it comes today, tomorrow, never. I don't know.
Hey, not a bad level. I mean, you would see 3 bottoming actions if it got back down towards 20. So,
Microsoft trying real hard to not crack 300 with force. As you can see, I added some equity here, and I'm down about $70 on the TradeStation side. And on my options on E-Trade, I'm down about 15%. So we had a great trade in Snow, break even in Apple, and now Microsoft may end up being an L for us.
stopped out of AAL, guys. Stopped out of AAL. We'll let you know that, guys. I'm still in CCL and Airbnb on those swing trades. But Airbnb is even now starting to get into the red. I didn't expect that now. So I might add to this position because I really feel confident about Airbnb here. So we'll see if I can get an add below my entry here and possibly hold towards my risk, which is 150. There's X pushing a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good. If you feel like you missed that hood entry when Ryan called out the option sweep, well, it's right back to where they potted around $11.20. Break of 11, you should go and see yourself out. Speaking of which, Microsoft might tell me to get the hell out of its company. It's under 300 now. It's come on, make a U-turn. Make a U-turn.
I want to grab X here, and I wanted to grab it off the VWAP, which was right off of 32. But I was looking for a quick dip below the 32. I didn't get it. It went right close to that number, 36. Hasn't come to it yet. I'm not going to overextend right now into the 50s. I do want it, but sometimes even if you just want it, that's when I feel like I get the FOMO move. Just because the price action ticking up that I want to get in versus what my objectiveness is on the retrace at the VWAP.
Yep. Went ahead and got stopped out here. I'm going to close that position.
This is took an L hard.
On. Yeah, he was breaking 438.
38's coming. 438's coming, guys. I don't want to get below there. I think we could see a quick sweep below that. So just be careful out there.
So I'll do a quick review of Microsoft. If someone else has a trade or something, call it out.
Go for it, dude.
Typically, what I like to do is when a 10-minute candle closes below VWAP, I like to go short. If a 10-minute candle closes above VWAP, I like to go long. You can see here, Microsoft went ahead and closed below the VWAP, which means if you look at my first theory, I should be going short. The reason I went long, however, was because of the $300 hold number right around here. So I was hoping that, hey, maybe I could get a couple of bucks. And I did, right? You can see when we took it at 350, when we took it right around here, we did get about $1 move. We were in the money for about a point. I got a little greedy. I did not sell it. And then you can see it rejected hard right on me. Speaking of which, I should probably get out of these contracts too. Microsoft out at $1.09.
Keeping a close eye on GOLD, guys. It's made a nice 5-minute pullback. Taking a looking at that. It'd be off a 15-minute view out bounce type of trade.
Damn it. So yeah, that whole number is what caught me in the hypocritical type trade, if you will. But that 10-minute below VWAP worked wonders. How much am I down? Nope. That's yep. That'll do it. Bow. Let's see. Powell speaking? Really?
No.
Is he speaking today?
No.
They said it was testifying to Congress or something.
Oh, okay.
So the only certainties in life: death, taxes, and Jeff D's trading XOM. XOM making highs.
Hey. Not sure I don't have any other trades I don't know about. Nope, we're good.
All right, guys, we got over 734 people watching this. If you guys are enjoying us, battling through the trading day, please do us a favor. Smash the thumbs on up. Want to see 400 likes before we leave today. Where we at right now? Let me take a look. We're only at 182 likes. What is going on, guys? You want me to shut this stream down, guys? Come on. Support us. Hit that like button.
You've got Rivian possibly getting around 50 bucks. If it gets around 50 bucks, I'm going to go ahead and try to trade that whole number once again. It worked out really well for us last time we did. Let me zoom out. Right there, 50 bucks is when I had a trade on it. You can see how well that worked out. Obviously, I didn't catch the whole $20 move, but we did get about 7 to 8 bucks from it. And now we're going to see if we can do it again on Rivian. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a little bit of size here at around, let's see, grab 100 shares at $50.40 if it comes.
Looking for a double or triple bottom here on the 5 minute and a double bottom on the 15 to get long on GOLD.
I'll just take a stab here at Nick's question. Nick, I can already tell you I'm probably not going to give you the answer that you want. A little off topic. Webull has 4 a.m. trading and commission. Can this broker be trusted? Currently, I'm on TD and I cannot trade before 7. Number one, I have no experience with Webull. I use TD. I don't like trading pre-market as it is. I certainly wouldn't try to trade before 7 a.m. Webull, although I don't have any firsthand experience, I've had several clients say good things about them. Take that for whatever it's worth. If anyone else has any context on this, I would appreciate you sharing it with Nick. But yeah, I would say that's not something that ever really fit my plan, so I didn't really care. I've never used Webull, but the people I've talked to,
long GOLD here, long GOLD. Just took it there, guys. Off 23.35s. So this is a 5 and a 15-minute trade. So what do I mean by that, right? And so on the 15-minute, I'm looking for double bottoms, 23.29, 23.32s, right around the same level. So I'm using that as the bottoming action. The 5 minute, what does it show? 3 kind of bottoming actions in that area. And so that kind of gives me that support reversal type of look. Whenever I take reversals, I want to be really tight with the trade, but I'm looking for the bottoms of the low, the days, the intradays to maybe you get a wick test on that, but it shouldn't get past that. So let's see what happens here. If we get a quick push above the 23.40s, then you want to see volume come in there. Now, one thing I did see, you guys know I look at the bigger trades. One of the bigger trades here, there's 3 big trades that I have. I've at 23.34, 23.36, and 35, 5,000, 5,000, 3,000. That's why I jumped in this, because in my eyes, this is a reversal trade. And in my eyes, that's what that person's going after. And so I'm jumping on the momentum of a bigger time trader, trying to get that reversal. That's the pattern I see. Let's see if he sees the same thing and we get confirmation. Psychology is a lot of the trade action that you see out there, guys. All right, so on Webull, to answer kind of that question, I do like Webull. Especially, I've gotten some pretty good pre-market fills in Webull. So I know that Webull is not the best in direct order execution, but one thing I do think that Webull does well in is they give you some pretty cheap data. You can get level 2s. I think it's for like $2.99 a month. I think that's ridiculous. You know, there's not many times you're going to be able to get that for that kind of price. And then when you look at their volume analysis, I think they do really good in volume analysis. So if you want to take a look at that, check it on out. That's where I would say are the strengths in Webull. Also, Webull's trying to do now kind of get you access to IPOs if you want to look into that, if that's somewhat of your thing. But what I like also about Webull is their web platform will put to rest Robinhood's platform. I can tell you that right now. You put them side to side and it's just a whole nother world. One is a trading platform. Another is, I would say, Robinhood more of an investor platform. But, and that's not to knock Robinhood, but that's what I just see it. I don't see the tools that are needed to be like, let's say, a day trader or a swing trader on Robinhood. Why do I even have an account on Robinhood, but I use that mainly for longer term swings, guys. Long-term swings. I could care less about like maybe even 50 cents on those types of trades. So just to kind of get that in perspective, know where you want to be trading these, know what works best for you, what has the strength and weakness. Every brokerage, I will tell you right now, has a strength and weakness. Find them out so that you know that they support you and don't hurt you. Oh, nice. You got real-time data for free, Candyman, from Webull? Can't go wrong with that. All right, guys.
Say that too loud.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I just got to interrupt here. Remember what I talked about, the bigger trader, right? Look how he just stepped up. 10,000 shares there at 22.35. That's so important. That's, to me, that's the trader that I'm following now. And so I just wanted to point that out. 10,000 shares there. What do you got, Ryan?
Oh no, I was just saying Candyman might not want to say too loud and too often that he's getting something for free when it sounds like maybe he should be.
Don't worry. I will say this. I will say this. If you're paying for subscriptions and if you do a decent amount of options trading, call your broker and say, hey, you can see that I'm paying X amount in fees. Would you please be able to go ahead and waive my subscription fees? Promise you,
smart man.
7 out of 10 times they'll absolutely do it.
Smart man.
Highly recommend that. That's what I do with TD, with E-Trade, with all the services that I have. I call them and I say, look, I'm paying you X amount. Can you please go ahead and waive this measly, whatever, and they'll do it. Feel free to do that. And also negotiate your commissions. I don't care if you're paying 65 cents. Try to get 60. If you're doing a lot of trading on the option side, I promise you can negotiate that just like anything else in life.
All right, looks like we have a brand new trader on out there. I've seen Isabel give I've seen a couple questions, and they're more relatively to newer traders. How did you guys learn how to trade? What age did you learn how to trade? And so one thing I would say, Isabel, just start taking a look at all the content that we have on our Benzinga YouTube. There's so much you can learn from. And with that being said, there's more educational shows. There's some that are focused more on trading. There's some that are talking more about kind of macro and micro. Check all the content out. And if you have any question, you could always reach out to me, Mitch at Benzinga. Where should I look? How should I learn this? How should I learn that? I can at least help guide you. But like always, we also have our mentorship programs from Benzinga, and that's on our Benzinga Pro platform. So if you haven't checked out that, I would tell you to check it on out. You can get a 2 free week trial. You don't even need a credit card needed. So definitely check it on out, Isabel.
Yeah, so I'll just to add to that, what Mitch is talking about, you do get a 2-week free trial with Benzinga Pro. Benzinga Pro is not designed to teach you; it's designed to help you learn. Exactly. What I mean by that is that if you're really at the very beginning of your journey, I would advise getting some type of mentor. Mitch gave you several different resources that you can go after. One of them being our trading school, literally teaches you fundamentals on trading stocks. In fact, I see some of the people in our chat are currently enrolled in the trading school. Jeff Dees comes to mind, and he's killing it. So I would say, obviously, I'm a fan of Benzinga. I would say start there. There are a bunch of different resources. I'm self-taught. I started learning by actually practicing in my 20s. So there's anytime you can start.
So Nick, he said, I am actually unable to do that because I pay an insane amount of market data since I trade from my own company's account. I get exactly what you're saying. And I'm looking at you dead in the eye and I'm saying, I promise you can call and try to get that waived. That's exactly what I did with TD Ameritrade. I trade off of my LLC account. I called them and they went ahead and waived it. So I don't know what broker you have, but I promise you it's worth that phone call.
Long X here, guys. Long X trying to give it to me. I called out the trade. One of the things is when you build a whole trade setup, I want to be able to attack that setup. And so that's the setup. I just took the starter. I could add to this position if I get another tick closer towards that 29. I had 27s on the limit. It didn't fill, of course, when it went to 29 there. So I'm taking right now off the VWAP, and I wanted to hold below that last cut, which was the 28.
Jay Rice was shouting out the CCJ May 30 calls. I love seeing this. I'm in the June 28 calls. So seeing that option sweep, just for some context on there, I see 1,864 contracts traded at the May 30 strike versus an open interest of 161. So clearly some new eyeballs there. Currently 115 by 119 ask bid. I'm not following these calls because I actually already have some other calls that would encompass this trade idea. So nice to see, but I'm already long.
All right, so SPY cracked through that 438, now bouncing back. Let's see if it holds that as resistance. Last time this held as resistance and broke down big. I just got to be careful here with X just coming down there towards the 20. But last time this happened, we really held it as resistance. So just be careful here. I can show you that on the daily. That was this candle right here. So you see here, I've been talking about this 10th day where you used that resistance and then you really quickly came back towards support. Very similar thing, wick, not a body above the 438s. If we just break back down to 432s, it's not going to be looking great there.
Yeah, Nick, just hit up either myself or Ryan with your email address, and we can tell you exactly how much that would be since you're already a member and all that.
About to get out on X if it breaks through this 2920s here.
You can DM one of us.
It should hold the 20s here. So that's why I'm keeping an eye on it. If I do have to get out, I'll take a 12-cent stop out here versus holding on and watching this just tank on me. Gold is also approaching my entry, not my risk, but my entry. So I'm going to keep that one on watch. 2320s to get me out on that one.
Good PRPL. Nice little move through 7 here. Good. Looks like it's rounding off the bottom. This is that Purple Mattress Company, isn't it? Purple Innovation.
I've actually tried one of those. They're comfortable. It just feels a little bit weird. It feels like I'm on an egg carton.
I actually just got a new mattress. I don't know. Maybe I fell for the trap. I got a new mattress over President's Day. Apparently, that's the sale.
Where'd you get it from?
Mattresses. I got it from Costco. So I got it from online, though. I got the Firm Advanced.
As long as you didn't get ripped off, I just want to make sure. Good.
Oh, no.
Costco will take care of you.
No, for sure. Costco's my favorite store.
Yeah. Dude, Costco has like everything. I've bought so many things from Costco. Matter of fact, I might have to. Well, it's summertime, but when it's wintertime,
fan, bro.
I'm going over there and I'm like, yo, those clothes.
This shirt is from Costco. The sweatpants I'm wearing are from Costco. The socks are from. I mean, I try to get as much stuff as I can from Costco.
Yeah, you pay that. Yeah, no, Costco will definitely provide you some great value. I'm like, so here's the thing on SPY. I'm kind of wanting it to test 437 one more time so I can grab some calls, mainly because I want to play that bounce to about 439 if I can get it, but I don't want to force a trade because I'm already down a pretty penny because of the Microsoft trade.
X being really trappy right now. Watching that. It's a 300 order on the bid side there. Trying to see if this can get a nice pop back towards 2930s.
Jim Habash. Here's a Costco pro. We have no problem buying that boring Eddie Bauer shirt ending in 97 cents. So the fact that you added in the ending in 97 cents,
is that like code for them?
Yeah.
What?
Is that like code for them that, hey, this is the final drop? Is that what that is?
Yep. And then there's also an asterisk that they put there. So you'll on the price card, you'll see the asterisk and the 97.
Look at you guys, Costco experts here.
Wait, sorry, I couldn't hear what you were saying, Ryan. Say that one more time, the ending.
It'll have an asterisk on the card, on the card, and then it'll end in 97 cents. That tells you that is the lowest price that you're going to see and that product will not be coming back.
You heard it first.
I love it.
Right here.
I love it.
Live trading with Benzinga. Ryan's the man.
I'm telling you, this is one of my tips for spending smartly.
I love it.
What's up with the Mouse House? Can you check out the Mouse House for us, Ryan?
Mouse
I
House?
assume he's talking
The
about
House
Disney?
of Mouse? Yeah.
Disney?
Yeah, that's what they did. Mouse House, House of Mouse.
House of Mouse. Yeah. Let's take a look at Disney.
What do you see there, man?
I see a downtrend.
All right,
actually, it depends on your time frame, right? Because like looking at this, I definitely don't like this. However, I do kind of like this. So I'm not a huge Disney trader here. I do think that this would probably do better this year if value is in fact in favor the entire year. I would say that Disney's probably a pretty good play. There's actually a decent level to play it off. This was a former resistance area that's acted as support. So I mean, I guess you could play it here. I don't have any position. I don't have any edge on this though.
All right, so X went up there back towards the 2930s. We saw a little bit of volume come in there too. So I'm watching this retrace to see if we're going to break through 2920s. If not, I could add to this position and look for it to get back towards 2940s.
That's X gonna give it to you. That's stuck in your
I'm battling,
head.
bro.
Is that?
I'm battling with X right now. He's trying to give it to me. Just took the ad there.
On Rivian, I went ahead and got filled at $50.40 for 100 shares. I will grab another 200 at $50.09. Thanks to Microsoft, I'm a little red, so small size for me here. I'm not going to take anything on E-Trade, but that's what I'm at on TD. You can see it on the third panel.
What's going on out there, guys? It's 7-11. That's at least what I'm seeing out there watching us right now. So definitely smash the like button. Let's keep going. We got about 10 minutes left here, and then we're gonna get towards the release of the ETH conference, guys. Don't miss that out. I'm telling you guys, I worked hard to get these interviews. I went all the way to Denver just to try to get you guys some great content. So I hope you guys are tuning in with us. That'll start at 10:45. And we'll be getting on out of here. I'll get Ryan and Zunaid out of here in probably about the next 5 minutes. Let them start wrapping up their trading, and then we'll be wrapping on up. So if you guys got some stocks that has some big moves, please throw them up in the chat so I can cover them now, and we'll be wrapping up soon. Smash that like. Let's go.
I will, and also let's do this. If you guys want, here, I need to see if my stream stuff.
Let's go. X gonna give it to me. Let's get this moving now. Here you guys have gold starting to come up, also looking good. That reversal. What did I get? I got another bottoming action at the same level. That looks great for the reversal back up towards 2370. X gonna give it to me, starting to push on up here towards the right. We just got through the 40s, exactly what I was looking for there in X. Here you guys have it. I just added there. Told you guys right there at the 29, hit the ad, back above VWAP. Now we want to see VWAP hold, and this really start taking on up there towards the 2950s. Where's our first profit going to be? Into 2960s, and then above that, we're going to look for a move towards 2970s. Up there, you have a high day of 2980s, so look for that kind of extension to get right back on up. Did like this trade. Let's see how it works on out. Let's go. Let's go. Looks like there's some stocks being mentioned in the chat now. Let's take a look. What's your sell price range for gold? For me, it would be a pushback on up there, at least towards the VWAP first, towards VWAP resistance, which is 2350. And then from there, going towards the high of the day. All right, let's get to some stocks. BBY, not bad. Best Buy with a nice push on up today. Good looking chart there. Did kind of a green, red hold, went to resistance, went to support, and then pushed on out. Hasn't really come back towards VWAP, so just kind of keep your eyes on that. Do think you could get some retraces. I like it on the 15-minute. Let's take a look on the daily. Daily has a resistance at 114. You are pushing significantly today, though. Looks like there might be some news on this. I would think so. I mean, that's a significant day there for Best Buy.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
was
sure.
earnings. It was earnings for Best Buy, and a dividend raise.
Oh, that will help you, right?
Yep.
Dividend raise on the Best Buy. That's not a bad one to take a look at. I'll definitely be watching this one. Good stock mentioned, Jimmy Shaw.
They raised quarterly dividend from 70 cents to 88 cents per share. That's going to account for your move.
I'll do it to you. All right, let's go to Marvel here. Marvel being mentioned in the chat. Marvel is actually on the retrace here. I mean, with technology is almost down 1.84 today, and could keep coming down. Big reason why? We held 438s as resistance right now, coming back down towards those lows. Q's probably also looking at that turnaround, quick turnaround there. For me, that level is going to be around the 346 level. Look at the Qs, guys. This could really start looking like a kind of dead cat bounce if it gets through that low here, 337 today. If that happens, you're going to see kind of that cracking action, and it would look like a dead cat bounce on the daily. Just be careful out there. Really being concerned. I personally think that you got to be careful with the Russian situation, but I feel it can intensify at any moment. Why? Because I feel like at the point that Russia's at right now, they're seeing themselves struggling to try to do what they were attempting to do, which was take Ukraine. I think at any moment they could just push the gas pedal and just put more troops, more aircrafts, and more pressure on the Ukraine. Hopefully that doesn't happen for Ukraine, but I'm definitely being careful throughout the weekend on that.
Real quick, Mitch, let me just jump in here. Ron shouting out ticker SBSW. If you're watching this,
let's do that.
Nice trade off the 1890, saying that we discussed this in the after hours. He's exactly right. And in fact, SBSW is a palladium play. The context for this was that Russia was one of the largest palladium producers, if I'm not mistaken. And these are, essential metals that people are going to need. So perhaps the price is going to trade up as the supply reduces or becomes harder to get. So SBSW, we literally just talked about this last night. It gapped down here, but it's got back all of those gains here. Looks strong and on fairly decent volume here. Good spot though, Ron.
All right. Well, this is going to be my cue to get out. I've got a call from Scam Likely. Should be fun to see what this is, but I'm going to head out.
I like to answer those as Domino's Pizza.
I'll be right back. I'll tell you what it is.
Okay. I do. I'm serious, Mitch. I'll pick it up. I'll be like Domino's Pizza, and they'll be confused.
Guess what they said when he picked up? Zunaid, I am your son.
Oh God. Oh God. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Instead of I am your father, it's I am your son.
Oh man.
Poor Zunaid, man. He's gonna lose all his.
Didn't think that was gonna happen when he woke up this morning.
He's gonna lose all his money to his children that he's never had. We'll see what happens out there, guys.
I'll say this about Zunaid. I don't think he's gonna lose all of his money. He's a pretty sharp guy.
Yeah, he'll just make some more, right? That's what we do, right? If we need more, we're making more, man. Let's keep going on out there, you guys. You guys smash the like. Peter, I'm sorry. I can't even focus on that one right now. Too soon. I'll say that. Let's focus out, see what happens here in these trades, guys. X kind of cracking the VWAP right there. I'm going to hold towards 29.25. If 29.25s break, I'll get on out of the rest of this trade here. We'd take like a 6-cent stop out, so it's not like it's anything serious there. Trying to catch this back up through the 29.40s, but if it was going to break down, we're not going to be fighting it. SPY still fighting to get back towards 438s. That's the level that I definitely would watch today. If you can get back there, yeah, you can see some stocks rally. But if it doesn't get back there, I would be careful on the day. So we'll see what happens on that one. Ryan, I'll let you finish on up. What do you think out in the market now that you're seeing kind of a mixed reaction here after the oil news that came out today?
Yeah, well, this is always the thing that I'm worried about, if you will, or that I don't want to see, right? I don't want to see the market gap up, trade up, and then fade back to the lows or pound the lows or whatever it is that it ends up doing. And it's kind of what we got. The gap wasn't very big. We traded up. We're completely reversed, gave all those gains back. I'm looking at the VIX here. We're above 30 again. Dow's down 32. So we're not down a whole lot, but it's still really, really early. I'm going to continue to watch the VIX. I'm going to continue to watch the broader market here. And I'm actually going to watch Bitcoin, which is down 2,000 points from its high just several hours ago. So I don't know. I'm just going to kind of keep watching and see what's going on. There wasn't a whole lot on the scanner today. Got a couple of little plate liquor trades, but nothing crazy here. So like we were talking about earlier, if I don't see the right trade, I'm just going to sit it out. I'm not going to force it. So
Zunaid, what's the news?
Yeah, what's happening?
It was a margin call. No, I'm joking. E-Trade was like, hey, man, you need to buy some more money or else.
Stop giving secrets away, Zunaid, about calling about software freedom.
No, but for real, was it about your car's extended warranty?
No. It was actually, I had to set up an appointment for my Chase business account opening, and they were just calling, asking to reschedule. That's all.
Yeah, Chase is definitely spam.
Yeah. You know how Ryan feels about some banks here.
Man, the bank that charged me overdraft fees on Christmas. I could live to be 120, and I will never forget that. I will never give a dime to JP Morgan Chase ever.
I hear you. Bank of America has done me wrong. So hey, it how it happens, and it just goes to show you, if you do something wrong to your customer, or at least they feel it was wrong, at least approach the topic. Don't like when I called in, I was like, yo, you guys really charged me that much? Yeah, that's what happened. We can't do nothing about it. Here you go.
Insane.
Bye.
And I will say this, even on those overdraft fees, call the bank and say, hey, man, I messed up. Can you please go and waive this fee? I promise you, people will take care of you. Just don't be a jerk when you call. Just call and ask.
Wisdom from Zunaid.
Yeah,
Bank of America did the same thing to me, man. Bank of America I worked for them. They didn't give a damn. They still gave me an overdraft fee. I said, you know what? You can close my account, including my credit card. I closed every account same day.
Hey, personal experiences, I think, are something that we all can learn from. All right, Ryan, Zunaid, appreciate you guys like always. I will be out tomorrow. You guys will have all access. I'm sure we'll still have some people trading in the live chat. You could also catch the Discord. Don't forget that, guys. We do have that live trading Discord. I've been a little bit busy this week with the ETH conference and all that. Haven't been posting that much, but hey, you guys, community out there, keep it going out there. Look at stocks that you're putting, throw up some charts. I'll have Zunaid and Ryan always back here. We'll be back on Monday. And like always, guys, smash that thumbs on up. Appreciate you guys like always, Zunaid and Ryan, and have a great weekend.
Take care, everyone.
See you tomorrow or Monday.
All right, guys. So next up, we got, of course, the ETH conference. It's starting on up now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys on over. Don't miss it. 7 epic interviews, guys. Don't go anywhere. Learn about the DeFi, especially if you're done with your trading day. I'd tell you to stick around. And if you're not, hey, maybe you take a little bit of a break. I know that the SPY is coming on down there, especially long traders probably might want to take a little break right now. But this isn't financial advice, only educational here. And I hope that you guys enjoyed yourself. I'm going to keep trading. I still got the gold and the X. So I'll be in the chat at the ETH Denver stream. You guys can catch me in the chat. I'll let you know if I do get on out. Let's bring you guys on over there and see you next time right here on Live Trading with Benzinga.